This is a video tutorial for my brother, seeing as how I can't get over to his house anytime soon. I'm going to try to get this all in one shot, so here we go. When you first bring in a picture, much like this one that I brought in of myself with Kane Hodder, you can see right here that the files are always locked. Usually just double click on them and it will bring up this selection, and then just hit OK, and that'll unlock them when you want to work in them. However, files that you import, much like this one, will be put into a new layer on top of your background layer. We can delete this layer by dragging it to the trash, seeing as how we don't need it anymore. And now let's get started with this one. The question that was first asked to me was how to rotate a picture 1 degree and also select it. Well, you have two different ways of selecting an image like this. Let me move our layers out of the way so I can make this image slightly bigger. In the new version of Photoshop, if we just click on the layer, we're able to freely rotate it when the mouse turns in these two arrow tools. And we could rotate it from side to side. Double click on it, and I'm going to hit the Command Z to undo. The other way we could select objects is by getting the select tool, which we have different versions of selection. We have the circle, little rectangulars, and square. We could hold down and select the area that we want to select, and then with the got to make sure the layer is selected first. With the layer selected and then what you want to select, we can go up here to Edit, Transform selected, and we can rotate or scale in here with this tool. Let's do the scale. Okay, you can see we're making that section bigger, and it cuts that area out. We can also select the rotate, skew, and distort. But when we activate either select or rotate, we have these tools up here, which if we can type in manually. Let's go with 5. You can see it has been skewed 5 degrees. Let's bring that back to 0. This one right here is the rotate, so let's try rotating 50. Okay, and it's been rotated 50 degrees. If we hit negative 50, it's been rotated negative 50 degrees in that direction. So to answer your question, if we want to rotate this 1 degree, all we have to do is manually press 1 up in this selection. You also have a shortcut for altering your shape. You can see up here there's the Assign, which is the Command T or Shift Command tool. I think that says again, sorry my dyslexia. The Shift Command T tool, or whatever your keyboard shortcuts are on a PC, you can manually do that with your keyboard, and then you don't have to constantly go up here to edit and transform. We also have in the edit toolbar a section which is called Wrap, which kind of gives us a lattice of alteration tools, which allows us to alter shapes from the exact center or from out on the very edge. This could be useful if we have an image that is slightly bowed or offset by a camera lens, and we can kind of distort it back into its natural shape, or out of shape, as this might be. Okay, and just select this tool, or select off this tool, which will ask you to apply the transformations, and then the transformations will be permanent. In our history window, which we can go up here to Window, History, will show all the commands that we have done so far. If I do any new commands, like say I want to erase something, a new command has been put right here. We can go back in space rather than hitting undo, and it will take us back to each individual change that we've done to this. I'm going to leave it right here on this one. Now for another way we could select something is by holding down, getting either the lasso tool or the poly lasso tool. The lasso tool allows us to get a more organic selection over something, but we have to hold down the mouse button the whole time as we're selecting. The polygon lasso tool allows us to select more to align, and we can just click every place we want to select this to. So let me zoom into this picture, and I can now select over the entire marshmallow hat if I wanted to. I'm going to leave that little tassel off just to save time.